Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to thegospelstation.com, Sports and Talk, and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. We are live from Weatherford, Oklahoma for the regional championship match between your Bethany Bronchos and the hosting Weatherford Eagles. Luke Young joined by John Hickman, who barely made it out here through the construction and traffic, John?
That's right. If you are on the way, there is a standstill on I-40 coming out towards Weatherford. Some construction supposedly happening, even though I didn't see anywhere where it was, but they take you down to one lane. So I made it, though. I came in here with my tires on fire. Not terribly too bad. We got here in plenty of time, but it did slow us down. But it is good to be, it's a little deja vu, Luke. 2.5 weeks ago, we were in this gym facing this same Lady Eagles team and hoping for that same result.
And it does kind of feel like a lifetime ago at this point. Crazy to think that's only 2.5 weeks.
It does. I was thinking a month ago when I looked it up. I was like, just 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I've got the score for you there. Back there was a 50-46 win for your Bethany Bronchos. Technically 2 possessions, but a very close game start to finish. Kind of stunned Weatherford, I think, on their home floor. Now they get to host regional, and they're looking for revenge.
Definitely. In that game, as you mentioned, 2 possessions, it really came down to free throw shooting at the end. Allie Lynn, specifically Regier, they hit big free throws to seal the deal, and Lady Bronchos escaped with that victory. Tonight, ooh, boy, we are going to have a match up here. It's home cooking here in the playoffs for this Weatherford Lady Eagles. But our Lady Bronchos have been playing so well, Luke. This is going to be quite the matchup.
The Broncos come into today 22-3 with a 7-game win streak under their belts. Weatherford 19-8 with a 4-game win streak under theirs. One of those is going to get snapped today, and the winner advances to area on the winner's side.
Yeah, you get. You go to you're a regional champion, win this game, and then you go to the area championship, where if you win, you're in state. Now, if you lose, we're still in kind of double elimination time. You're not quite out of it, but you've got an easier path. Well, the next game is going to be a tough one. It's more than likely going to be Lincoln Christian. However, let's just say you've got a straighter shot to state if you win this game.
Before we go through both these teams' runs, we got to give a thank you to everybody watching. Mike back at the studio, and of course,
Mike,
and of course our sponsors: Victory Mattress Outlet, Toro Taxes, Ship It Sooner, Simplify Tech, Coyote Pond, Hoop OKC, and now Aloha Shaved Ice and Stephanie's Ventique in the Plaster Paint Company.
All right, I have met someone this week that does some stuff with Stephanie and really like the old Ventique.
It's a cool place. We've been there for a couple of tours before, doing our Main Street of America stuff. For those interested, the Plaster Paint Company, that's Stephanie's Ventique, and the Plaster Paint goes at 3821 North Asbury, back in Bethany. Call 405-249-3604. Talk to Stephanie all the time. She's great, by the way. But let's take a look at these two teams through regionals. Bethany started off with Community Christian. That was back on the 24th. They handled them pretty squarely to move on to this one. Weatherford had Woodward. We just saw the Woodward men's team in the game earlier today, but Woodward's women's team actually knocked off that same Community Christian team to advance to area on the loser side.
How about that?
Pretty impressive stuff, honestly, from the Woodward Boomers. But, hey, Bethany Weatherford, this has been the matchup everybody has been eyeing out of this region. There have been some strong teams. You're thinking Elk City, right? You're thinking even John Marshall to an extent right there. But Bethany Weatherford, that's the headliner.
Definitely, because you've got talented players on both squads, but let's highlight too Daisha Givens for the Lady Eagles, senior. She's 5'8". She is a baller, and Lady Bronchos are going to have their hands full or hooves full trying to figure out what to do with Givens. She scored 20 in the last meeting. If we can get her in foul trouble, or we're just going to have to figure out a way to contain her. And then on the other end, the Lady Eagles are going to have to watch out for Cam Regier, who's been on a tear lately. 33 in a couple games ago, 22 I believe it was last game. She has been playing outstanding, especially scoring. And then you've got some knockdown shooters for these Broncos that you guys are all aware of. But the two stars, Regier and Givens, got quite the matchup tonight.
It's going to be a fun one. We know that for sure. For 8, 16, 24, 32 minutes of game time. I have to do
quick
some quick math there. We're going to have a great head-to-head matchup. This is the home of last year's men's state championship. On the side over there, they've got a picture of both that men's team and the 07 state champions women's team. They have a history of winning inside this gymnasium in this program, but Bethany is the same.
That's
so
right.
I ask you this, John, for the winner of this game, now, of course, you might have to face Lincoln Christian in the next round. How much further do you think this winner could go based on just this matchup?
Well, both these two teams, their goal going into the season was state or it's a bad season. So it is one of those, I think, for both of these squads, the next matchup, you're probably going to face the number one team in the state. If I'm not mistaken, back-to-back would be the returning state champs. And so that matchup looms. You still got a chance, though, to get to state. So I think both of these squads have an eye on the gold ball, and rightfully so, because they've got some players, specifically, as I mentioned, the two stars. If you've got stars, you never know what can happen in a winner-go-home kind of situation. Thankfully, both these teams, if they lose, are still in it. But as we mentioned before, you got a straighter shot. You win this game to get to state.
The Bethany Bronchos are head coached by Eric Saylor. Their assistants are Zach Colson and Jordan Brenningstool. On the Weatherford side, their head coach is Callie Hayworth. Their assistants are Shelly Bond and Libby Zinn, so two extremely well-coached squads as well. I have to imagine Weatherford has cooked up something devious. I have to imagine they have game planned hard for this matchup, especially following only a 4-point loss. They really, in my mind, would have honed in on what they could have done differently there.
That's a great point. If there was a line on this game, I think Weatherford would be favored, just because it is hard to beat a really good team in their gym back-to-back. And that's kind of what would need to take place for the Lady Broncos. Now, they can come in confident that they've beaten this team, but there's a chip on Weatherford's shoulder that they lost in this gym in a very close game. And so I think there's a little extra fire that's probably pushing them and motivating them to try to get this victory tonight.
Then, of course, on the other side for head coach Eric Saylor, it's kind of going to be the same thing. Knows he got them in a great game, but it was a small, point differential there. Have to imagine he's cooked up something to slow down Deja Givens on the Bethany side.
That's right. And that's kind of the coaching chess match that we'll kind of see, depending on if they switch things up. I would say this for the Lady Broncos, and probably, we of course, we haven't watched all these Weatherford games, but the Lady Broncos have seen every defense. They've seen box and one, they've seen triangle two, they've seen press, they've seen man, they've seen every zone out there. So I don't think anything's going to surprise them or shake them or take them off guard. They just got to handle it. And Coach Saylor's done a masterful job of preparing them and getting all the girls ready for what comes their way. And with a player like Givens on Weatherford's side, they've probably seen a lot of different looks as well. But it will be interesting. Coach Saylor loves to press early. I'm curious to see if that works and how long he stays with it if Weatherford can break it. Because I think he'll bring pressure early. It'll get the girls going. And then it's up to Weatherford to see how they respond.
I think you're exactly right on that one. If I had to guess, Bethany's going to bring that pressure and that intensity, both offensively and defensively, and force Weatherford to answer them.
And Luke, I think a great question, a question as we watch this game is which primary defender will be on Givens if it's a man situation? Because Bibbs probably will not start, but she is a lockdown defender, very good there. Calderon is a really good defender. Harris, a really good defender. Donnelly, a really good defender. Lynn, a really good. I mean, there's so many players he can throw at Givens, so I'm really curious to see what strategy he goes with tonight.
I'm imagining a help defense coming out here. Givens, if she wants to drive, is definitely going to be met with two bodies in the paint all night long. Can't see any way around this game if you're not bringing that help onto her. So Bethany's going to have to stay very defensively minded. Their spacing is going to have to be immaculate tonight because you can't, designate everything to Givens and leave the wide open three for another, again, good player like, say, a Talon Payne, like a Peyton Mills, like an Ella Strickler to knock down in turn.
Yeah, Strickler, she was the second leading scorer in the last game. She got into double digits. I think, though, Weatherford wants to push the pace. Givens is dynamic in fast break transition. When she can push the ball, when she can get moving, So if Bethany can slow them down, make them run a half-court offense, then you just kind of make sure you watch the perimeter because Givens can hit it from deep. You mentioned a couple of the other Lady Eagles that are known to hit it, Strickler being one of those. And so you want to push them into a half-court offense and then just kind of, hey, settle down, watch that three-point line, but you don't want Givens out in transition.
Well, just over 4.5 left to go in this little pregame we've got going on here. Reminder, we're live on YouTube and thegospelstation.com Sports and Talk with Bethany High School basketball. Thank you for tuning in no matter where you are. We're not allowed to have the video broadcast, so we're stuck with audio only. But we're going to have a great call no matter what, right, John?
That's right. We'll try to be as vivid as possible. We are bummed that we can't do the video, but there's some red tape with all that, and we're going to follow the rules. But thankful that we can broadcast with audio. So y'all stay with us and help get the word out about our broadcast, and we'll have it all the way through this state run.
And thanks again to Toro Taxis, 5909 Northwest Expressway in Suite 249. They have hosted us, sponsored the Bethany basketball with the $10 ticket, and I hope they plan to keep going in soccer. So when we get out for some soccer games, we might hear a little bit more about them, catch some nice deals to the concession stand.
Our girls are returning state champs in the soccer. I think our guys made a deep run in playoffs as well. I can't remember exactly how far. Someone, if you're listening on YouTube, just go ahead and post that in the comments. But both talented teams looking to also win a state championship there on the pitch.
And we've heard a lot about soccer. I know I have. Getting ready for this one. We've got Regier and Harris both that play soccer, and I'm sure a few others.
I mean, D1 type of athletes, pretty crazy. Even though Harris is going to a smaller college, she's going to Oklahoma Christian. But Regier already committed to Creighton to play soccer as a junior. Then you've got, Kinley is so really good. I mean, there's a ton of good players. Avon, Kinley, that team's loaded. Donley, another one. I mean, there's so many. So who's gonna be broadcasting those games?
We will find out at the same time everybody at home finds out, to be honest with you. You can expect me on a couple of them for sure, but one of those times where baseball and soccer are playing at the same time, we might have to mix it up. But speaking of baseball and soccer, baseball returns to action for their first game of the regular season next Monday. It is at 5 p.m. versus Star Spencer. The 3rd, the day after, soccer is actually back out here at Weatherford. So there's a third chance to come out here in about as many days.
You might as well rent some property, Luke.
I'm thinking about it. What are the rates out here?
I don't know. Just watch I-40. Give yourself plenty of time.
Okay, go the Calumet Road up there.
I like the 75 mile per hour, but then when you come to a standstill, that doesn't help you.
My phone has been taking me up the Calumet right on Route 66 to get past it. Hopefully I didn't just spoil that and everybody goes that way back home.
Right.
Makes that the new standstill.
I mean, I've been here enough. I didn't even punch it in until I was like, why am I not moving? And then I was like, let me get on a map and see what's happening here.
Just under 2 minutes in our pregame show, and then we are to starting lineups and tip. They haven't been doing a national anthem or anything, so we're just going to go get straight into starters and into the game. But I'm looking around Weatherford's gymnasium right now. We've got a pretty good showing from the Bethany side. I've even seen one Coach Gonzalez.
I wanted to give him a shout-out. He's a big listener and fan of our show.
I've also seen Miss Tackett is up there, along with a few other purple jerseys, purple shirts. So we've got a lot of support from the home crowd.
Yeah, good group here. Want to also give a shout-out to Serve Coffee in downtown Bethany for fueling me on the regular with some great coffee drinks. I'm a big fan of the Cortado now. Cortado Thursdays is what we call it. Come hang out with me on a Thursday morning there if you want and have a Cortado with me.
Cortado. That's that character in Halo.
Oh, Cortado. I was not familiar. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure that's wrong either way. What's a Cortado?
It's a drink with, I believe, steamed milk.
Steamed milk.
So it's like heavy cream.
Okay.
And, of course, espresso.
More like a shake?
No. It's more, you got to be more of a coffee fan. You're going to get more coffee flavor.
Okay, I'm not a coffee fan, so this is foreign.
No, so you need to get more of a blended drink.
Okay. No, I drank a lot of water today. I had a Sprite at one point.
Okay. Well, you need some caffeine to get going here, man. We got to be pumped up.
Well, I stand corrected. We are going to do national anthem, so we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Then when we come back, we'll get ready for this game.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything, with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999. and coyotepond.com. And that takes us to the end of the national anthem. So now it's time to officially meet the starting 5. You know, they have a pretty good sound system. I was looking around for an actual band inside the gymnasium.
Yeah, really good. And also, did you notice the student section, all patriotic today? And gosh, what a big day for America. And they have probably predetermined already this USA theme. They're all decked out in the red, white, and blue.
All right, so let's meet the away team as the Bethany Bronchos. First starter is Cameron Gear. She'll be followed up by the 5'10 senior, McKenna Calderon. Number 11, and I've been introducing some of the guys as sharpshooters. I guess this is a pretty good sharpshooter.
Yeah.
McNutt. Reese Harris follows up Maddie McNutt. And, of course, rounding out the starting 5, it's Allie Lynn.
They said Madison's 5'7". I think they stretched that one. I think the McNutts, I see them over there. They're maybe not Father McNutt, who might be reffing. He's a Big Ten official, referee, basketball. He might be doing a game or something.
Pretty cool. All right, so the starters for Weatherford. It's number 10, Ella Strickler. She's followed up by number 11, Deja Givens. Behind Givens, welcome number 12, McKinley Haggard. Number 22, Talon Payne, another senior, getting the start. And she's followed up by number 32, the last senior on the lineup, Peyton Mills.
I forgot, this is the PA guy that really gets into it, right? I felt like he was, his throat was dying there at the end, though.
He does a really good job. He's been doing this all tournament. I don't know how.
Oh, even for, like, other teams.
Yes.
That's great.
It's nuts.
It's McNuts.
It is McNuts. Oh, and he's been doing this all day, too. He'll, like, give a shout-out to the crowd, tell them to get loud.
Well, Bethany wearing the all-whites, even though we are the away. Are we the home team? No, we can't be the home team, even though they're hosting, right? So we're the away team and the all-blacks for Weatherford.
Yes, we are officially away. And throughout this entire bracket, the team on the top line has been the home team, if I'm not mistaken. So we were away no matter what. Regier set to jump at the logo, and she will win first possession for the Bethany Broncos. She was jumping against Deja Givens. So here's Bethany in their first possession of the game. Harris from the right wing going back up top to Allie Lynn. Lynn will look around and fire one to the left corner. Harris thought about the catch and shoot. Got a good reach in from Givens, but sent it back out beyond the line. There's a bounce pass to Regier at the free throw line. She dribbles twice, right hand, kicks to Allie Lynn in the right corner. Lynn's first shot, no good. Rebounded by Weatherford. The Lady Eagles go up the left side of the floor, but they run into trouble on the baseline. They're able to get the pass off. Now it's all the way on the right side of the floor. Long two taken. No good for Ella Strickler. Rebounded by Cam Regier.
So Bethany starts off in a zone, and it's a man-to-man defense here from Weatherford. But I noticed as soon as Regier gets it, there's a lot of eyes on her. They're kind of doubling her right away.
Regier has it right block, spinning, trying to get past Strickler. Her shot's up and no good. Well defended by Strickler. Weatherford going back the other way. Here's Deja Givens going with the right hand, looking up the floor, has a player on the baseline. Lynn got a block. It's going to fall right back in the hands of Weatherford, and Givens will just slow it down. She has Calderon come out to meet her on the right wing. Jab step left, spinning inside the three-point line. Kicked it to the corner. A three taken. It's Talon Payne well off the mark.
There's a lot of nerves here. This is playoff basketball. The ladies know what's at stake, and there's a lot of kind of bouncing the ball around and not catching it and shooting some air balls.
Speaking of, Harris almost just lost the dribble on the other side there, but Bethany maintains. So here's McNutt from the Weatherford logo. Looking to her right, has Harris on the wing. Gives it to Harris, who got past Givens. Steps into a long two. Her shot no good. Fight for the rebound, and Givens comes down with it.
Regier kind of shaking her right hand. Wondering if she kind of jammed a finger trying to get that. Hopefully she's okay.
Weatherford has it left side of the floor. They go back to Givens on the wing. Givens now over to McKinley Haggard, down to the corner and right back. Nothing opens up around the perimeter yet. Bethany playing a 2-3 zone. Slowing it down is Talon Payne. Now she makes her move. Bounce pass to Givens at the free throw line. She has to give it back up. There's an extra. Kind of going into the triangle here. Now Givens drives left hand to the glass, and she lays it in for two.
Just an easy blow by. She did a little pump fake at the elbow, went with the left around Regier, got a layup.
Weatherford first on the board here in our playoff matchup. Regional championship. 2-0, 5:30 left to play in the first. Regier on the left wing has Harris come out to meet her. That's where she'll give the ball. Now McNutt has it well beyond the right wing, looking down low, trying to get to Regier. The pass stolen away by Weatherford. Givens working in a hurry, slight numbers advantage, bounce pass down low, mishandled, thrown up wildly by Ella Strickler, but she gets the foul call.
Calderon, if she wouldn't have put her arm swiping down across, she probably would have been okay if she would have just kept them up, but she swiped down, got called for a foul.
First free throw taken in a hurry and no good.
Kind of really, I feel like there's either some adrenaline or energy or just nerves. The basketball hasn't been super clean yet.
Strickler goes 1 of 2, makes it a 3-0 game. Still one possession here. This game has not gone out to double digits or anywhere close. McNutt brings it up the floor now. Calls in a play. Stands at the bottom of the Weatherford W at mid-floor.
Oh, got her. Good pass, money.
Regier up for 2. And John said it perfectly. Good pass, money.
The pass had to be over the top. Regier was being fronted. Harris found her. No one there to help. Easy layup.
Givens and Haggard will go back and forth. Now they find Payne on the left side. Still nothing opens up around the perimeter. They're going to have to drive all day long. Givens, pass fake, gets inside the lane, spinning, pulls up for the jump shot, knocks it down.
She's too good to go for the fake. She faked a pass out, and we kind of jumped it, and she just turned and shot an open jumper in the middle of the lane.
McNutt still matched up on Haggard. Haggard, the ever-aggressive defender. Kicked out to Lynn, well beyond the arc. Lynn's three, no good. Offensive rebound. Regier has it high up the glass, and she puts it back for 2.
Beautiful job from Regier to kind of pump fake it, that she was going right back up, was able to get the defender up in the air, and then went around her for that layup.
5-4. Weatherford lead is 1. 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Givens walks up to the three-point line from straight away, sees nothing going, so she goes to Haggard. Haggard now over to Payne. Payne looking for that bounce pass down low. Instead, she's going to hit Peyton Mills. 3:48 now left to go in the first. Givens has it on 2 defenders. Pass to the corner. Haggard wants it. No good. Weatherford comes down with the rebound. They're going to get a second chance, John.
Yeah, just a long rebound off that miss. Lynn couldn't get it. Weatherford gets another crack at the bucket.
Payne to Givens. Givens at the free throw line. Got her pass tipped, but it falls right in the hands of teammate Ella Strickler. And Strickler throws it in with a hook for 2.
Bad luck for the Broncos or good fortune for the Lady Eagles. That tipped ball went right to Weatherford for an easy shot.
7-4, 3:12 left to play. Lynn stands straight away, directing traffic. 3 players to her left, McNutt to her right. Goes to Harris on the wing. Harris looks for the entry to Lynn. She brings it down over 2 defenders and gets fouled on the shot.
Another good entry pass from Harris. Finds Lynn. Need these 2 free throws early.
A couple of subs set to come into this game for the Bethany Broncos. Call them out in a second. Lynn is shooting 2 here. Her first up, and it's good. Lynn knocks down the first free throw of the game for both squads. Or no, excuse me, for only Bethany.
Lynn is shooting on the end where all the students are, and she calmly knocked down that first one.
Addison Blackwell in the game for Weatherford. On Bethany's side, Cameron Donnelly and Madison Bibbs step onto the floor. Lynn has one more here. It's up, and no good off the back of the rim, but Donnelly comes down with the rebound. Bethany back on the offensive. Regier spinning, trying to get to the block. A lot of contact. Offensive foul call.
The ref got talked into that one right there by the students. Givens was moving. To me, there was no doubt about it. It was clear as day. She was not set. Regier maybe got away with a travel. I think that was just kind of a whole makeup and crowd swayed the ref situation. Should have been a block.
2 team fouls on Weatherford. 2 team fouls on Bethany, 1 on Weatherford. Givens drives to the right side of the lane, has to stop and kick it back out. This is Lena Navarre, the ball handler. Working to her left, spinning on Madison McNutt. Got to the free throw line and not much more. She's looking down to the wing. There's Peyton Mills. Mills drives and tried to throw it cross court, and it got right past McKinley Haggard.
So Coach Saylor also switched to a man there. Once he brought in Bibbs and Donnelly, he went man with Bibbs on Givens.
McNutt, the Broncos will bring it back up the floor with 2:25 left to go. A chance to tie this game up or potentially take a lead. Donnelly stands well beyond the right wing, looking down low. Lynn in front of her, Regier to her left, and that's where she'll go. Regier now waiting, takes one dribble and gives it up to Bibbs. Madison Bibbs, right wing, right back high to Madison McNutt. There's the entry to Regier. She takes one dribble, throws it off the glass, it bounces around and falls.
That time a good entry pass from McNutt from the top of the key. She wasn't lazy with it. She zipped it in there. Regier was able to turn, spin, score.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Navarre looking for the bounce pass to Givens. Givens tangled up with 2 defenders, trying to drive against Bibbs. Runs right into Regier. Throws up a wild left-handed shot, no good, and punched out before Bibbs could haul it down.
Good defense. First, Bibbs was all over, but a late help from Regier forced a tough shot from Givens. Bethany basketball.
A minute 44, tie game, 7-7. John, I need you to take it for a second. I threw my pin away.
McNutt, she's at the timeline. Gets Regier right at the right elbow. She finds a corner 3 for Donnelly. Shoots it up. It's an air ball, probably off Bibbs' hands, and it is. It's going to be Weatherford basketball.
Great play-by-play, John. Thank you.
We got a little experience there, too.
He did really good on the regular season play-by-play. That was some pretty fun nights, honestly. Headaches for me, stressful, but fun nights. Navarre brings up the floor, looking to her right. There's Peyton Mills trying to dribble to the free throw line. Goes for the bounce pass down low. Has Ella Strickler, and a travel call on Strickler.
She was wide open. Was that Bibbs or Donnelly came over, forced her to kind of block the shot? I felt like it should have been a jump ball because she landed, but the ref went with the travel.
Couple of subs set to come into the game for Weatherford here at the end of the first. 1:05 left to go. Regier looking over to Lynn. Sets a soft screen for Lynn. She thought about the 3, but we'll give it up to 2. Give and go. Lynn, offensive foul.
That one I'm more in line with. The first one I obviously disagreed with. Lynn tried to drive in there, but Weatherford did a good job that time of stopping it.
Talon Payne and McKinley Haggard back in the game for Weatherford.
I was trying to remember who that was. It's Navarre. Just took the bump from Lynn, and it was a charge.
3 team fouls on Bethany this first quarter, though with under a minute. Shouldn't mean much. Givens working on Madison Bibbs, going with the right, now she spins. Primarily a right-handed dribbler. There's a crossover move, trying to get inside the lane. Bibbs got back to her. A three-pointer taken from the right wing. However, it's McKinley Haggard to make it a 10-7 game. And there's that kind of drive and kick style of offense that Weatherford brings. Got to be careful about opening up those three balls. Regier to McNutt, right back to Regier. She goes left hand all the way to the glass. This shot doesn't fall, and it can't be hauled down by a white jersey.
If Regier would have finished that one with the left, I think it would have had a better chance of dropping. She kind of was in between hands, went with the right on the left side, and it was too strong.
19.3 left to go in the first. Plenty of time to run the offense for Weatherford. Navarre brings it up the floor. Crossover move herself. Now she spins, working on McNutt, trying to get down to the baseline with the right hand. Backs off inside the corner. Bethany wants a double dribble, but they're not going to get it.
Right there in front of the bench, she double dribbled.
A bounce pass into the lane was an attempted shot from Ella Strickler, but she got it knocked out before she could go up with it.
The assistant coaches were all over that. And Colson and Brinkstall, they're fired up to be here. We got to talk with them at the coaches show. They feel the pressure almost just as much as Coach Saylor to get this dub.
By the way, shout out Aloha for hosting the coaches show. We'll be back there next Monday. Inbounds goes quick to the far corner. Got to shoot it. No shot comes. Talon Payne couldn't get the shot off on the face of opposing 22 Madison Bibbs. So that does it for the first. 10-7, a quick quarter. Only a 3-point lead for the home team.
Yeah, you saw nerves early, I felt like, on both teams. Now we're kind of settling it in. We should have a really exciting second quarter.
Before we go to break, we're live from the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth. 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is where Ship It Sooner sits out in Mustang. Call 405-256-6264 for notary services, packing and shipping, private mailbox rentals, and much more. Remember Ship It Sooner. Thanks so much to Ship It Sooner for their support of the stream.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Coyote Pond is at 5804 Northwest 63rd Street back in War Acres. They're the home of the $20 FFL transfer. For Coyote Pond, call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com.
One thing that Weatherford's done really well is they let Regier get six, so to speak, but they've done a great job of not letting anyone else get shots up. They haven't let McNutt have space, Harris have space, and so it's been a lot of Regier, and Weatherford's defense has been really good at shutting down the others.
On the offensive board, Gibbons drives left hand all the way to the glass, got between two players and able to finish for two. Donnelly had hit the ground on that one, but there was no off-ball foul. 12-7, 7:35 left to go. Lynn dribbles all the way around the perimeter, backs it off on the right wing, nearly picked up the dribble there, able to get it to Harris. Harris is driving a kick, back to Lynn, same spot. Lynn backs it off, she's working on Peyton Mills. Now she goes left hand into the paint, lost the dribble, got it poked out by, it looked like it was coming off of Deja Gibbons.
This is going to be important minutes for the Lady Broncos. Regier on the bench.
Gibbons looking over to the right side with Haggard. Haggard back up top to Mills. 32 drives, trying to push off of Harris. Able to get the pass off to Gibbons. Both Harris and Bibbs swap onto Gibbons. It opens up a three from the left wing, but it's no good. Offensive rebound, Gibbons hauls it down. Unfriendly bounce for the Broncos. They have not won the rebounding game here, John.
No, that long rebound went all the way out past the three-point line, right into the hands of Gibbons. Another opportunity.
Here's Mills again from straight away. Working back to her right, still against Bibbs. Bounce pass over in front of the Bethany bench. This is number 10, Ella Strickler on the drive and the kick. Gibbons and McNutt tangled up. And it's a jump ball. Gibbons frustrated at it. Great effort by Madison McNutt.
Yeah, it was awkward, the two of them on the ground there, like just hoping someone's shoulder wasn't going to tear, but great hustle from McNutt to force that jump ball, which arrow is pointing Bethany's way.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx it, but yeah, I was really afraid with McNutt's arm the way it was under Gibbons. Regier drives to the free throw line, going right side to the block. Spinning, trying to go up underneath. Got the shot off, no good. Weatherford brings it back. 6:12 left to play in the first half. 12-7. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Given to her right, that's Navarre. Navarre well beyond the 3-point line. Goes with the lob down low, trying to get to Mills. Stolen away by the Broncos. McNutt will bring it back up the floor. One sub set to come into the game for the Broncos as well. Regier picks up the dribble beyond the arc. Going left side to Harris. Sets a screen for Harris. She comes past it back towards the middle of the floor. Pass to Calderon. Calderon's entry to Regier. She somehow, off the fingertips, kept that in her hands and is able to get 2 out of it.
Out of the 12, that's 8 for Regier. Or, excuse me, we have 9. 8 out of the 9, Regier.
Navarre, ball handler, working against Madison McNutt. Goes back to her right, bounce pass. This is number 12, McKinley Haggard. Bounce pass down low, trying to get to Mills on the baseline. Mills pass deflected and stolen away. Here's Regier on the fast break. 1-on-2. Now 1-on-1. Picked up the dribble. Pass fake. Stops on a dime and puts it up from the left block.
10 out of 11.
A 1-point lead for Weatherford. Down from the 3-point lead they had at the end of the first. 5 minutes left to play in this quarter. Givens on the free throw line. Spinning. Has Regier and Bibbs on her. Has to go to the far corner and nothing opens up. Bethany defense gets back in time. Now Haggard drives against Regier and threw it away.
Great active hands, getting in those passing lanes, tipping the ball out. The energy is picked up for the Lady Broncos, but we need to see someone else on the offensive end. Regier can't carry this load all the way.
Morgan McNutt in the game now for the Bethany Broncos. See if 1-5 finds a way to put the ball through the net. Bibbs matched up on Givens still. Givens has a call. She's directing traffic. Wants number 22, Talon Payne, to move from left to right along the baseline. Goes with the bounce pass, left side. Ooh, you had me excited there, John.
It looked like a travel, but she was able to put that dribble down.
Givens launched a 3, didn't hit it. And we're going to call it a rebound on the defensive end for one Calderon. Kitty Calderon has it, cross-court pass. Looking to Reese Harris on the right wing. She goes with a risky pass for Regier, and that's going to be a foul on Givens. No question about that one.
Givens first. Of course, not anywhere near foul trouble yet, but picking up a second one on her with 4:10 to go in this quarter would be huge.
As John mentioned, first personal for Givens. That's the first team foul for Weatherford this quarter. Bethany to inbound. Here's Calderon looking for someone to go. Has a wide open Morgan McNutt, far corner. She lets it fly off the mark. Givens brings down the rebound, and the whistle's blown.
The freshman, love it. Shot it with confidence, just kind of adrenaline pumping, air ball. I think she'll knock down the next one.
Calderon got hit with a foul there, and I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought Givens bumped into her, not the other way around.
Wow. Is that 2 on Calderon?
I only have her at 1,
Okay.
but it might be 2. I think I'm missing 1 free throw one foul on the stat sheet. Emma Saylor in the game as well. Givens immediately targets that side of the floor, working on Bibbs and Saylor. Saylor has to defend a player in the corner. Baseline swing, stolen away by Reese Harris.
Chance to take the lead.
Harris hesitation move, risky.
Nice.
Pickup.
Oh, good pass. Get in, Bibbs.
Regier to Bibbs, left side of the floor, too short for Bibbs. Weatherford was tangled up with a couple white jerseys underneath their own bucket, but they're going to be able to bring it up the floor. 3:33 left to go, still a 1-point game. 12-11. Givens gets 2 screens, frees her up for a 3. No good from straight away, and Harris has the rebound. Harris working the other way in a hurry. She'll slow it down past half court. Nice move by Harris, gets to the 3-point line, 3:14 left to go. She's matched up on number 22, Talon Payne. Weatherford wanting a foul call. Now Regier has in the lane, 2 steps.
And 1.
Get! Oh.
So they were wanting a 5-second call. The girl was guarding Harris pretty well, but Harris was able to make a move towards the basket, which resets that official's time.
Regier has the line to shoot 2. That foul was assessed to Ella Strickler. Regier on her first, no good.
One thing Weatherford's done really well this game thus far is offensive rebounding. You've mentioned it a couple times, Luke. Ball just seems to be going their way, and Bethany's really struggled on offense. It's been kind of one and done, and so they got to maximize every trip down and keep fighting for those offensive rebounds as well.
It starts with this free throw right here to potentially tie the game up. Regier takes her second. No good on that one either, and a defensive rebound. Regier and Bibbs trying to get the steal. I think Bibbs touched it last, so it'll be out on the Broncos. We're going with Weatherford in the end. Just over 3 minutes left to play in the first half. 12-11 the score.
Had a couple opportunities to take the lead and just couldn't get it done.
Givens again directing traffic. Has one player on either side. Gives it up to Navarro on the left. She brings it back out to the Weatherford W. Matched up on Morgan McNutt. Able to get the bounce pass to Givens. She drives. Right hand all the way to the glass,
goodness.
and no one picked her up.
She faked like she was going to use the screen on the left, but she went right. I saw Jamal Murray do that against the Thunder last night.
McNutt brings it up past mid-floor. 14-11 with 2.5 left to play in the second quarter. McNutt has it well beyond the line. Looking to Madison Bibbs. Bibbs all the way around the world, hits Lynn on the left wing. Now Lynn backs down one defender, goes right hand into the lane, throws up the shot and drew the foul.
Great job. Little hesitation move from Lynn. Kind of pulled a page out of Givens' playbook. Acted like she was going back left, went right, takes the bump.
That's the third team foul this quarter for Weatherford. Lynn will be shooting 2. Her shot's up, and it's good. By the way, the first personal on Peyton Mills. Donnelly back in the game. And they're going to need her defense here. 14-12, second free throw is up, and it's sunk. Lynn 3 of 4 from the line.
So no really pressure here, even after a made free throw. Everyone from the Broncos backs up, and then Bibbs is going to have the task of trying to handle Givens here.
14-13, just over 2 minutes left to play in the first half. There's another fake. Givens goes all the way right hand to the glass. Her shot's in and out. Bibbs brings down the defensive
Got numbers.
board.
Oh, they're going to slow it down.
I think that's the right call. I mean, 1-point game here. Let the offense run. Try to find some sort of consistency in it. McNutt off of the dribble handoff. Launches the 3. No good. Bibbs comes out of nowhere to fight for the rebound. She's going to pick it up.
One of their first offensive rebounds. Ooh, traveling.
Well, an unfortunate end to a much-needed offensive rebound there. Minute 45 now left to go. Back with Weatherford. 14-13. Minute 40 left to go exactly. Givens this time goes left hand. Donnelly and Bibbs there to meet her, so she goes back out beyond the line. Another shot fake, another jump pass. Givens launches the 3 left wing over Bibbs. No good.
It's off Lynn. No. So that's Bethany's ball. One thing I've noticed, Bibbs has been beaten a couple times to the right. Now Givens, she can go left, but she really struggles finishing with that, so she stops short. So you keep wanting to force her left just because she's not as comfortable scoring on that side.
I feel like that might have been something we said the last time these two teams met as well. She does very clearly favor her right hand. Lynn over to McNutt, right wing. She goes back high. Regier, shot fake from 3. Backs down one defender. Takes a step, shots up. I think it got tipped, and Weatherford brings it down. A minute left to play here in the first half. Still a 1-point game. Givens gets the play call. Let's see if they can make the adjustment. She's going to go to the left side. Here's Mills. Mills with Allie Lynn on her. Goes back out high to McKinley Haggard.
So far, Weatherford's only got 4 points this quarter.
Haggard with the bounce pass to Deja Givens, but
That's a
Givens
foul.
lost it.
2 fouls. Sorry, Luke. I got a little excited about that one.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I think you called it well, actually. Well, John, you wanted the second personal on Deja Givens before we went to the halftime break, and there it is.
Risky play from Coach Hayward to let her stay out here. I think I would sit her. Oh, she does. All right, good call. So she does take a seat on the bench just to try and not pick up a silly third before half.
Lynn has the ball right wing. She's still matched up on Mills. Picks up the dribble, looking for the entry lob to Regier. 3 players on Regier, but she brings it through McQuinn's all of them and throws it up for 2. 20 seconds. Go ahead, John.
First lead of the game.
15-14. Bethany nearly causes another turnover. Bibbs matched up on Navarre. Navarre working with the right hand, trying to get to the wing. Bibbs pressuring her well, picked up the dribble. Has to go to the corner. Now it's Regier. Player got past Regier. No shot taken. It's kicked out to the wing. The 3 is taken, and it looks good. Talon Payne right before the buzzer launches the 3 to make it 17-15.
And I quote, uh-oh. There's a little miscommunication there. After such a stellar quarter of defense, held them to 4 until that last 3-point attempt. They end up getting 7 at the buzzer. Just kind of failed as they did a little rotation and helped defense, left her open, and credit to her, she knocked down the 3 to regain the lead before half.
So that's where we sit at our break. 17-15, Weatherford leads on their home floor in the regional championship game versus your Bethany Bronchos. Before we go to break, thanks to Hoop OKC and Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company for their support of the stream. Hoop OKC's call 405-448-0099. They have an arcade basketball trailer they can bring out to your next gathering. And for Stephanie's Vintique, remember, they're back in Bethany, 3821 North Asbury Avenue. Call 405-249-3604. Now it's time to send you to the Blake Nightingale interview. We'll be back in about 6 minutes.
Hello again, everyone. We're back here on the main street of America in Oklahoma City, back at one of our favorite places, State Farm Insurance, Blake Nightingale. Blake, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful spring day here in Oklahoma City, and so excited for all the upcoming things coming our way. So
that's right. And it's even still February, and we're in spring. I love Oklahoma.
It feels like spring.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, speaking of spring, want to talk again about the weather coming up. I mean, we got to think about our roofs, our property with the storms that move in.
Yeah.
What kind of insurance can you help people with?
Yeah, the number one claim that most Oklahomans deal with is the hail storms, right? And the wind and tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. And so no better time than right now to start preparing for the spring season. And so what does that look like? Just make sure you're reviewing your policies, make sure you know what coverage you have. And most importantly, making sure that you've got the right person to take care of you.
And you are it. And that's the thing I like too, is I always hear this on TV sometimes when I watch, is call us at 1-800, but you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Right here, people come in and talk to you, and your staff is excellent.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. Why is that advantage?
Yeah, I love having 6 people here. The number one thing I love about it is that you can call and you can talk to the same person over and over. And most people, insurance is an afterthought until you got that question. And you don't want to be on hold for 30 minutes trying to talk to somebody that doesn't know you. We know you personally. We know your story. And that's what we take pride in, is taking care of you and knowing who you are.
Very good. Well, I have a couple of questions. Number one question, we were talking about the spring. Should people look at the roofs before the weather hits? Should they even look at it, get some kind of knowledge of how the roof looks? What should they do to prepare?
Yeah, a couple things I think that are very important as we go into the spring season. One is to get your roof checked. A lot of roofing companies will do it for free. I think another thing to do is go ahead and do a video inventory of all your stuff. So what I just tell people is take a video, go each room to room, and that way if there's ever a catastrophic event, you know exactly what you have, so you don't have to think about it in that time. And then the most important thing is know your deductibles, know your coverage. Make sure you have full replacement costs, and make sure you know what the out-of-pocket expenses look like, so you can prepare so that whenever something does happen, and hopefully we have a lighter season this year in Oklahoma, but that's
Absolutely.
not likely, obviously. But again, you know what you have, and that's the most important thing I tell people. So.
Yeah, the pre-maintenance helps cut down the panic when something does happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And just obviously, knowing what to expect, and making sure you've got a plan in place. And so, with all these storms that come through, those out-of-state roofers start coming in. And,
yes.
And it just builds a lot of anxiety with people. And so knowing ahead of time and having a plan in place is the best way to go about it. So.
Do roofers and insurance companies like State Farm, do they ever work with roofers? Do you ever recommend a roofer, or you can't do that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of roofers that we've dealt with and that are great. I would just tell you go local. If they're knocking on your door, then chances are they're out of state, and that can get you some concerns. And so I would say choose local and choose who you trust, and usually they'll take care of you. So.
All right, I had this question come up, and I wanted to ask you about it. Business insurance. People are in an office building. They're wanting to move furniture or move stuff in.
Yep.
And the building management says, do you have insurance? What if somebody busts out the door, out the glass window you go through, the door window?
Yep.
Tell us about why it's wise to have insurance in your office building, and how does that safeguard you?
Yeah, so we insure, a lot of times State Farm always thinks people want to think about auto and home. And we insure business, life insurance, health insurance. And so when it comes to business specifically, one of the biggest things is making sure you protect your personal property. theft and water damage tend to be, larger claims for people. But it is always important when you're dealing with a business entity that you have the ability to maybe be sued or liability concerns, that you have coverage in place for that. And so that's, again, why we love having 6 people here. We're a knowledgeable resource. We love to take care of customers and help in all their needs. We kind of view ourselves as a one-stop shop, and we'll take care of all the insurance needs you might have. So.
Well, knowledge also helps wisdom, and having the wisdom to do something about it. Because I'm one of these to put it off and say, I should have done it already.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did see that recently where some people were moving out. They were moving out of the building, and somehow or another, you know how Murphy's Law works, they busted a window.
Yeah.
Totally by accident, but they did it. And that's why it's important to have insurance in there.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, insurance, most people, it's not on top of mind until a claim happens. And then it's like, what did I get myself into? That's why we're here to help. We want to make sure we foresee the future and what could happen and make sure you're protected. And you can call us or text us anytime. And that number is 405-728-1313. And we would love to be a resource for you.
And once you tell us your address and any other final words you'll say before we cut and get back where we're at.
Yeah, so we're located here off of Northwest Expressway, 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And again, like I said, text or call. The biggest thing that I tell you going into the spring, doesn't hurt to shop, doesn't hurt to make sure you've got the right coverage in place, and we would love to be a resource for you. So.
And I might add that, Blake, you're a family man. You know what it's like to raise a family and take your kids places and just all of that. So you're very knowledgeable and have empathy toward families that are needing to get insurance to take care of them.
Yeah, we love to hear the personal story of each one of you, and we love to take care of you and help in any way we can.
Well, thank you, Blake. Thanks for sponsoring all of our sports in Bethany High School and all that we do. Yeah. We appreciate all you do, Blake.
Yep. Thanks. Go Broncos.
This is the Blake Nightingale Halftime Show, sponsored by Blake Nightingale State Farm. Hope you enjoyed that interview. 7304 Northwest Expressway. I've got these memorized now, but sometimes I still get the numbers mixed up. A minute left to go here in our little bit of a halftime. John, let's catch them up about what just happened. Payne hit a big 3 to close out that half for Weatherford. How are they going to approach this third quarter?
Yeah, just trying to process all of that. Payne's 3 is her only three-pointer made. They came right at the buzzer and was kind of a backbreaker. I feel like Bethany's having to work harder for their points, and it's only come from 2. It's come from Cameron Regier and Allie Lynn, and mostly Regier. She's got 12 of the 15, 3 from Lynn. On the other side, the scoring's been spread out a little bit more. At least 4 players have scored to get to their 17. We got a ball game for sure. I like Bibbs on Givens. Givens has gotten a couple looks. She's leading the way for Weatherford. But, Luke, it's still anybody's game. This is a 50-50. It's a toss-up game. These two teams know each other well. They just played 2.5 weeks ago. Bethany scored a 6-point victory in a close game, had to hit some key free throws. Givens has 2. We'll kind of keep our eyes on that. When she went to the bench, we quickly took the lead for the first time, but she's going to be out there on the court right now, starting for Weatherford this second half with the ball.
Starting for Bethany this second half, Madison Bibbs on the floor instead of Reese Harris. She'll be matched up on Givens still. All right, Weatherford in their first offensive possession of the quarter goes over to Deja Givens. She goes left side all the way to the baseline, ran to 2 defenders and threw it through a teammate's legs. That could be a good start this quarter, John.
Yeah, because it's been a lot of Givens, of course, in that first half. She was double-teamed. Pressure got to her. She threw the ball away.
Now only down 2. Bethany has a chance to tie this game back up or retake a lead.
Now, it wasn't really all Givens' fault. The pass did go between her teammates' legs, but Givens has 8 points, so they're obviously focusing on her by starting Bibbs.
Here's a wide open Calder on right wing, going to try to knock it down. She's got it.
I like it because you got to have others score. It was a design screen up top on a flare. Got Calder on a wing 3. She nailed it.
Here on the next offensive possession for Weatherford, they drive to the free throw line and have to kick it back out.
Force her
Haggard
left.
to Givens. Givens going to go right, but ran right into Allie Lynn. Throws up a wild shot. No good, and Bibbs brings down the rebound.
Good job from Bibbs. She got right, but there was help defense there that made a tough shot from Givens.
Bounce pass up ahead. Here's Regier, right hand all the way to the baseline. Baseline swing,
nice.
kick it back out. Allie Lynn will now try a 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Givens.
I like that, though. Regier faced a double. She made a bullet pass out to Lynn. She just didn't knock down the three, but a wise pass from Regier.
Regier and Haggard matched up on the right wing right now. Haggard picks up the dribble, looking for somewhere to go. Regier giving her some good pressure. There's the bounce pass down low. Strickler backs down the defender and gets a friendly whistle.
It's a little bit of a mismatch for Calderon just on the size factor. She was trying her best to take down Strickler, but Strickler bumped her off and then got the foul on Calderon, she just picked up her third.
I was about to say, Calderon kind of throw up her hands, kind of like, what did I do there? There are so many times you see that in a basketball game. Yeah, 3 personals for her. She's going to go over to the bench and sit. Harris comes in the game in her stead.
I mean, after Calderon hits that 3, too, has to go sit down.
Both free throws were made for Weatherford, so it's 19-18. They've retaken the lead. Still back to a 1-point game. Bethany gets a call in from the bench. McNutt to bring it up the floor. She's working against Haggard. Nutt bounce pass to Bibbs. Bibbs standing on the right wing. No dribbles yet. Just goes for the entry. Triple teamed Regier. And a foul on Weatherford. And now it's the Eagles' turn to be confused.
And that was on the shot. No, they're going to say baseline. That's the right call.
I was like,
Regier was going to the free throw line. I was like, wow, I can't believe they're going to do that. But no, baseline.
Inbounds attempt from Bethany here. 4 players all around the lane. Bibbs frees up at the corner, but Regier goes high, and that's where the ball goes. 6:15 left to play in the third. Regier from straight away. Dribbles left hand, spins, got the shot up, and got the foul.
Clear foul on that one and on the shot. Now, Regier was 0 for 2, her first trip. Hoping for a 2 for 2 here to get back this lead. Foul was on Strickler.
That is Strickler's second personal, the second team foul this quarter. Too strong on the first.
Regier's free throws, all 3 were flat. And I just saw Coach Colson agreed with me, and he's trying to get a little more art on the ball.
Got to target the front of the rim, right? And what do you know? She goes 1 for 2. Got a friendly roll on her second attempt.
Yeah, still a little flat, kind of grazed the front part, but it did drop.
19-19 as Weatherford gets ball back. Regier now sits at 13 on her night. Haggard up the right side of the floor, matched up on Regier, gives a quick pass to Navarre. Navarre back towards the free throw line. She stops there. Bounce pass to Mills, and nothing opens up.
Good job from Harris.
Bodies hit the floor. Givens able to pick it up before it rolls past half court. Cross court pass, launched into the left corner. It's 22 on 22. Bibbs trying to get back in time to stop Payne. Payne hits a player in the corner, and Givens knocks down the 3 in response.
Yeah, she had a couple close ones in that first half that just kind of rimmed out, and that one was pure. She's up to 11 points.
22-19. 3-point lead for Weatherford. Regier has it just beyond the free throw line, just turns around and throws it up. No good. Defensive rebound for Givens. Well, by my count, Regier has taken 11 shots from the field. She's knocked down about half of them. With the ball right now, it's number 12, McKinley Haggard. She's going to the right wing, back out high, and Lynn's there to get a steal. Lynn on the fast break. 2 on 3. Goes right hand. High off the glass, unfriendly bounce. Regier got the putback, no foul. Bibbs got a second offensive foul, and her shot goes.
Wow, good hustle from both Regier and Bibbs after a great steal from Lynn. She was just going full speed. Her layup went off the iron there. Regier, I thought she was fouled on the putback, but Bibbs cleaned up the mess, got the 2.
22-21 as we take this timeout. Thanks again to our sponsors, including Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Suite 610. At Victory's Mattress Outlet, you're the winner there. Never pay retail on top brands again. They're the best. Jeremy and the folks, thanks to Victory Mattress.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Coming out of timeout here, Weatherford has it with a 1-point lead. 4:46 left to play in the third quarter. This is Haggard to bring it up the floor. She's going to go over to Navarre. Navarre now working on Regier. Gets all the way down to the right block before backing it off. Now she'll retry the attack along the baseline. Swings it back out beyond the arc. Haggard has it. Driving against McNutt. Spinning. Nowhere to go. The defense holds for Bethany, and Weatherford backs it off.
They're trying to get the ball to Givens, but Bibbs is all there. They finally do at the half-court line.
Just speaks to the impressive defense of Madison Bibbs so far today. Here's a wide-open chance for Haggard, but she passes up on the three. Goes to Givens on the left wing. Givens spinning, trying to get past Bibbs. Throws up the shot, no foul. Bibbs hauls down the defensive board.
Forced her left. She was short on that layup with the left hand.
Lynn now well beyond the right wing.
Jeez.
Risky pass down low, and Weatherford will get the steal. And that is the danger of being so one-dimensional at times. Weatherford was ready for it.
Yeah, kind of triple team, just not the time to pull that entry pass. Just kick it out, see if you got an open look.
Givens kicks to Payne. Payne back to Givens. Right corner, her three, no good, and Harris is going to bring down the rebound. Harris and Lynn in trouble. Lynn has it matched up against number 12. She gives it to her own number 12. Harris looking up the floor. Here's McNutt, left wing, no shot. 3:27 left to go.
I like settling it down here, try to get the best shot you can.
And it's going to be a foul on Navarre as there was a little bit too much contact for the side officials' liking. That is Navarre's first personal. That is the third team foul this quarter for Weatherford.
Overall, the officials have done a really good job in a hostile environment. The crowd's been very loud. Of course, this is Weatherford's home gym here at the regional championship. But they've handled their business.
McNutt to inbound for Bethany. Three players in front of her, one to the left, goes to Harris. Harris at the Weatherford wing. Now she goes back to the left, gets a screen from Regier. Swaps onto a different defender, gets a pass out to Lynn. Lynn spinning, two defenders on her, back to Harris. Harris from the corner, looking to Regier in the lane. Regier spins, goes right hand, they got the shot off, but it's no good. She will get the foul.
Just an aggressive play from Regier, but within the flow of the offense. It wasn't forced. The offense kind of got stagnant. She cut, got an entry pass, then she went to the middle of the paint, got hacked.
Regier on her first free throw, knocks that one down.
2 in a row for Regier. When she gets in a rhythm lately, she's been really good. Not to kind of beat a dead horse, we've talked about it quite a bit. She's switched up her routine. Her free throw percentage has been much better here at the end of the basketball season and then the playoffs.
Regier able to go 2 of 2. It is a 23-22 lead for the Broncos with 3 minutes left to play. Navarre trying to go all the way to the rim herself. Lobs one to the corner to catch and shoot. No dip on it. Doesn't matter for Talon Payne.
Donnelly just kind of fell asleep for a second there. You can't, and that's what Bibbs was really good at. She just stayed with Givens no matter what was going on. Donnelly kind of got caught looking at what was happening in the paint. Givens had just a touch of space, and she knocked down the three.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
Coming out of our timeout here, 25-23. Weatherford has battled the lead back in what has turned into a back-and-forth contest between these two teams. Definitely two of the top teams in Class 4A. One of them is going to go to area on the winner side. One of them is going to head to the loser side. Harris has it inside the arc. Cross-court pass to Donnelly. She's looking down low to Regier. Regier on the left block, throws it up with the right hand, and she comes down with 2 points. Regier ties it up at 25 apiece. 2.5 left to play in the third. Givens, left side in the lane. Has to give it back out.
You said that word, left side. She couldn't do anything, had to kick it out.
Here's Navarre. Navarre going left side. She got the pass to Mills. Mills spot up 2, no good. Brought down by McNutt. That is Maddie McNutt. She's working up the right, now going back to the left. Harris tries to get in between her and her defender, and it ends up causing a turnover, actually.
Yeah, I think the dribble just caught her foot.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell from her reaction she's not happy, but she's picked up by her teammates. No, I think both Regier and Bibbs came over to kind of tell her she was all right. Get back in it. 2 minutes left to go, still 25-25. Givens got that same two-screen look. Now she's going to the right, matched up on Harris.
Oh.
Nice move, threw it off the glass, rims in and out. Harris brings down the rebound. Harris in trouble, 2 defenders on her. Weatherford steals it back. Now they have Navarre, right wing, lets the 3 fly.
Unfortunate for Bethany. Beautiful rebound from Harris, but they swarmed her, stripped the ball, and big shot there from Navarre to knock down that 3.
Yeah, the people listening can hear the crowd noise. We're on the Weatherford side of the gym right now. They cheered loudly. There's a steal on the other end. Mills got in the way of an entry pass, but Mills traveled. Tried to do a halfway between a jump stop and just a plant foot.
Bibbs just not great on that entry pass, turnover, but Weatherford turns it right back. So Bethany has a chance to try to tie this up or get it to 1.
Morgan McNutt in the game. Madison McNutt to inbound. She gives it straight to Madison Bibbs. Bibbs back to McNutt, now back to Bibbs, right wing. Has Regier to her right, goes back out high to Calderon. Calderon all the way around to McNutt. Minute 8, here's a wide open Calderon. She lets the 3 go, a little bit too strong.
Same play she hit earlier.
She didn't take her time on that one. She didn't line that one up. She just threw it up there. Givens dribbling right side to the lane. Now throws it to Mills. It goes right through Mills' hands. Turnover on Weatherford on the other end.
Yeah, Mills shaken up just a little bit after that turnover. That ball hit her right there on the shoulder. Just took her eyes off of it or something, but another turnover. And Givens is going to take a seat with a minute here. Bethany needs to take advantage of this.
50 seconds left to play in the quarter. McNutt looking up to her left. There's Calderon. She hits Morgan McNutt in the left corner. McNutt brings it back out high. Calderon hits the seat. Fakes the shot. Bounce pass to Regier. Regier in the lane. There's the extra to the corner. Madison McNutt can try it. No good from 3. Regier brings down the offensive rebound. The possession continues. Wild pass to Calderon. There's the extra. McNutt will try it again. Yes, she's got that one. Shooting with confidence no matter what.
Givens goes to the bench, back to a tie ball game. I love that the ball has energy. Found Madison McNutt again. That time she nailed it.
Just shows maybe the confidence her teammates have in her, too, to feed that one back to her. Navarre working on McNutt. Getting help from Morgan McNutt. Has to get the pass off. Haggard has nowhere to go. Haggard's pass stolen away by Regier. 1 second. Got to throw it up. She got the shot off. Oh, just barely. Left side of the rim barely wasn't swished.
Back to iron to half-court shot from Regier. We got a tie ball game going to the 4th.
Well, this is what you were looking for when you tuned into this game. 28-28 now in the final 8 minutes. Where would you rather be than inside this gymnasium right now? Thanks to Aloha Shaved Ice, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway back in Bethany. They're the hosts of our Coaches Show coming next Monday with men's basketball. We know you'll enjoy 24/7 smoothie action, snow cone action. Thanks so much to Aloha.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
All right, we are back coming out of timeout. 8 minutes on the board for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 28-28. This is how these games are meant to go. A nail-biter all the way to the very end.
A 13-11 quarter for Bethany gets this thing tied going into the 4th. Hey, 2.5 weeks ago, we had a ball game in the 4th quarter as well. Let's see if we have the same results. Bethany gets possession.
Morgan McNutt will bring it up the floor. She's matched up on the opposing number 1 junior, Layla Navarre. There's an entry pass to Regier. Regier has 2 defenders on her. Tried to get the shot off. Got it blocked. Bodies hit the deck. No one comes away with it. Weatherford falls on it. We're just going to have a jump ball.
Wow, there's a big call for the Coach Hayworth to get a technical. She was so far outside the box. By the way, she was arguing that she was calling timeout, but there was no possession of the basketball. You don't get a timeout unless you have possession.
7:42 left to go. Givens brings up the floor, gets a screen. Going to her right, now swapped on to Morgan McNutt.
Make her go left.
McNutt trying to do exactly that. There's the left hand, ran right into Bibbs and got it stolen away. Lynn in trouble, but she dribbles through 2 defenders. 3-on-2 fast break.
Oh, nice pass.
Regier with the left hand. 30-28, Bethany leads. Givens in a hurry, though. Weatherford's not going to let them ride that momentum.
Make her go left.
Runs into Bibbs, has Morgan McNutt come with the help defense. McNutt nearly got the steal. Navarre able to pick it up, hits a player in the corner. That's Haggard dribbling into the lane, and a whistle blown.
Good call. Oh, my goodness. The fans on both sides are vocal tonight.
I mean, you would hope so, right? This
Yes.
kind of game. That's the second personal on Regier. Here's the inbounds from Weatherford.
Oh, turnover.
They threw it way high to Haggard. Haggard goes all the way to the glass, threw it up, and banked it in.
And Calderon didn't want to pick up her fourth. She normally would have been a little bit more aggressive on that, but an easy shot for Weatherford to tie it.
Regier on the right wing. Brings it back towards the middle of the floor. Bounce pass down to Calderon in the corner. Calderon went with the lob to Regier. She's in trouble. 3 defenders on her. Lost the dribble and hit the deck. A turnover. Here's Givens. 2-on-3 on the fast break. Outnumbered. Help defense gets back. She gives it up to Haggard. Haggard now over to Payne. Payne will back it off and get the call from the bench. 6:30 left to go in the fourth. Navarre has it. 1-on-15. Working on Morgan McNutt. Bibbs comes out to help. McNutt trying to get the steal. Timeout taken. Weatherford.
30-30, Luke.
Good game. I think you were afraid she was about to get hit with the foul call there. Just based on the reaction. We'll take a break with them. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again to Hoop OKC and Ship It Sooner for their support of the stream.
John Campbell is your local health market agent that specializes in Medicare. Instead of talking through an 800 number, talk face-to-face with your local agent, John Campbell, to answer all your questions and find the company that best fits your needs. John Campbell Health Market serves Yukon, Bethany, and the surrounding area and will travel across the state of Oklahoma to meet with you. Call John Campbell Health Markets at 405-200-8414. Call 405-200-8414.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less. Back in the action following our full timeout, Bethany has ball. 30-30, 6:20 left to play. And a couple of seconds came off the clock. Let's see if they reset that one.
That was a funny call because, you know, Weatherford called the timeout. It was Weatherford basketball. We almost got possession of it.
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let that one ride.
Why did it take them so long to figure that out? That's fun.
Well,
Uh-oh.
there are two answers you could give, a nice and a mean answer. Payne drives in, got Bibbs to jump. Bibbs able to recover on defense. Here's Navarre now from the right wing, driving into the lane, matched up on, looks like Harris. Harris gets the steal on Navarre.
Navarre loved to spin. Reese totally read it, picked her off.
3-on-3 on the other end. Harris on the left wing, slows it down, goes back out high to McNutt. 5:57 left to go. McNutt down to Regier on the free throw line. No player to her right. Now Harris runs out there on the baseline. Got the ball poked out. She's going to get the dribble again. Regier with the step back move. No shot, opens up. 5:45 left to go in the fourth.
I like the spacing, though. It gives Regier space. Good. There it is.
She'll try to use it. Bounce pass. Bibbs lets the three go.
Oh, my word. She's even smiling huge. That is not her shot, but she crushed it, and she's got a sly grin on her face after hitting that one. Look at the bench swarm her.
They better be careful that they let her stay on her feet and don't knock her to the ground, I think. We'll take a timeout. 33-30 after the made Madison Bibbs three-pointer. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the end of this game.
Polish is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bribe Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
M&T Septic and Backhoe is your call for septic installation, pumping, and repair needs. M&T Septic and Backhoe has been installing septic systems for over 25 years. From home builders to homeowners, from old-fashioned septics to aerobic systems and lift stations, give M&T Septic and Backhoe a call at 405-387-9353. A call for all your septic systems, storm shelter, or utility needs, offering free estimates and willing to work with you on all projects. Call 405-387-9353. M&T Septic and Backhoe.
Weatherford has ball following the made Madison Bibbs three-pointer. They trail 33-30. See what the Eagles draw up here. They've got on the right wing. They're going to go back out high to Ellis Strickler. Strickler over to Givens. Givens trying to get to the baseline. Throws a cross-court pass. There's the extra. Now from straight away, Tally Payne will try to knock it down. No good. Regier brought down the rebound and was fouled in the process.
Wow. Great play design from Coach Haworth out of Weatherford to get that shot. They couldn't convert. Still down 3, Weatherford is. Bethany, great. They have been blocking out. That's one of the things that coaches said at Aloha, or coaches show, that blocking out was a big deal. I noticed this team is very good at blocking out. Now, some offensive rebounds just been long, haven't gone their way, but been securing them in the second half.
That was the 4th personal foul on Ellis Strickler, so she's going to come out of the game. McNutt has it. Gets it back to Regier. Shot fake. Drives inside the three-point line. Put up the mid-range jumper. No good. Lynn comes down with the offensive board. Possession continues.
Oh,
Bibbs
nice.
Back to Lynn. Lynn has a chance.
Easy.
Goes underneath. Lynn got 2.
Her depth in the paint was unstoppable. I knew she was going to score.
Givens going on Bibbs in a hurry. That foul is going to be on the floor. No shot.
Fortunate foul for Bibbs.
I believe that is only Bibbs' first. Yes, that's correct. Bibbs takes her first personal foul.
That's when you don't want the foul if you're Weatherford, because she scored on it, but it was a foul.
Inbounds goes high to McKinley Haggard. Haggard over to Payne. Payne working on Madison McNutt. Gives it back up. Here's Mills. Mills drives into the lane, kicked it back out. Navarre looking for some sort of penetration, trying to get past Lynn. Navarre has it back up. Now she goes to the baseline. Right hand, 2 defenders on her. Spins, plants a foot. In trouble, able to get it out to Payne, and Payne in trouble herself. Whistle blown.
Another timeout. Man, Coach Haworth saw the trouble and wisely called a timeout. Said, wait, let's regroup. We're down 5. Let's get a good shot.
Well, this feels like, to this point, the best quarter Bethany has played. They're doing a very good job, especially on the defensive end right there, making sure those drives go nowhere.
Especially on Givens. If I'm not mistaken, Givens had 8 at half. She's only got 3. And it was that 1-3 in the second half that she hit, and then she has been shut down. Bibbs has been a monster on her, forcing her left. She struggled that way, and her teammates have tried to pick it up, but now they find themselves in a deficit.
Well, they lost a big player and starter Ellis Strickler for the remainder, well, I won't say remainder, but for a good chunk of time left in this game with her 4th personal foul. Do wonder at what point do they start playing those players that do have 3, that do have 4.
Yeah, you probably got 18 seconds to figure that out. If they score here, it gives them a little more time. If they don't and Bethany scores, then you got to go back with them no matter what.
Inbounds for Weatherford. 4 players on every corner of the lane. A lot of off-ball movement, trying to free up Givens beyond the arc. They can't find her, so they give it to Navarre. Navarre will bring it out towards the middle of the floor. They're going to try to run the offense. There's the give to Givens. She brings her right back out beyond the arc. Working on Bibbs. 4:08, going to get a screen from Mills. She goes left side, pulls it up from the free throw line. Too strong.
Oh, good rebound. Ooh!
Mills trying to go up on the right hand, got it blocked by Regier.
There's so much focus on Givens that ball went right to Weatherford, but they couldn't convert because Regier just sent it to the wall.
Number 22, Talon Payne, driving into
Nice.
the lane.
Jump ball.
Credit to Cam Regier on that one, staying strong but not fouling. Well, John, those 18 seconds and then some came off the clock. Think they
guess
made
who's
their
in?
decision?
Yeah, we know Strickler's back in.
Bethany ball, 3:53 left to go in this game. A 5-point lead for your Bethany Broncos in a game that decides who goes to area on the winner's side. Harris looking down low, trying to get the pass to Regier, batted around. Bethany's going to be able to stick with it. One player hits the deck. Harris looking back to Regier, went right through the hands of number 2, but she brings it back in, throws up the pass, and there's a foul on her shot.
Is it on Strickler? Let's see what he says.
No, it's on Peyton Mills.
That's 3 on her. Regier, after hitting 3 in a row from the charity stripe, back at it. Dang.
Too strong. She was 3 of 6, now 3 of 7 from the line. Getting Calderon back into the game. Harris with Bibbs to her right and Lynn to her left. Takes her second free throw. Got it. She's 4 of 8 from the line. 20 points on the night for Cam Regier. See what Weatherford has in answer. She's fighting for another steal. Able to poke it out on McKinley Haggard. Haggard gets to it first, nearly lost the dribble. Going up the right side of the floor. Regier still looking for the steal. Had her pick up her dribble in a rough spot, but she's able to find Deja Givens. Givens steps into a 3 from way downtown. No good. Trying to get her own rebound, but it's actually Strickler who comes down with it. Cross-court pass. Givens tries again. Got that one.
That time there was so much space. Dang it, Bibbs just kind of was watching the ball, was bouncing around. Good relocation from Givens. They found her. She nailed the 3. One possession game.
36-33, 2:50 left to go. Now here's Regier to bring up the floor. Head coach Eric Saylor, honestly the one directing traffic now, telling players where to get. Lynn has it on that far line, right in front of the Bethany bench. Going right hand, there's a handoff to McNutt. McNutt trying to get the entry to Regier.
Nice.
She brings it down, goes up with the right hand, too weak off the glass, but her putback is good following her own rebound.
32nd from Saylor. Look at Regier's emotion right there. One thing Coach Hayworth did from Weatherford, put Givens on Regier. She's kept her away, I think, just trying to not pick up fouls, but this do or die time. So it was mano-a-mano. Great move from Regier. Got the offensive rebound and put back.
22 points for Cam Regier. We'll see if this lead stays 5 when we return after break.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
We're back out of timeouts.
The police officer became the cheerleader. Luke, there's a police officer there above the basket. I don't know if he used to be a mascot or something, but he rallied the troops with a big raucous cheer.
He's been out here all weekend doing a great job patrolling, keeping everybody safe. He's a pretty cool dude. I talked to him a little bit. Givens drives to the right side of the lane, had to pick up the dribble, needs to go back out high to Navarre. Navarre working on Reese Harris. Navarre can't get past Harris. 2:15 left to go in the game. She still maintains her dribble, now going left hand, trying to get to the free throw line. Harris sticks with her, forced her to go back right. There's a handoff. The 3 is taken from Haggard. No good. Regier has the rebound. 3 defenders on her, able to dribble through all of them, but she trips. McNutt was there to pick up the basketball. One player bleeding for Weatherford. They gotta call time. They gotta stop this.
Poor girl. She took one of those elbows from Regier. Not intentional, but it was a scrum for the ball. Ask Tabor about that elbow.
So that was number 1, Lena Navarre, who took the shot.
I feel bad for her. She definitely hopefully didn't lose a tooth, but she was busted. There's blood on the court. They're going to have to take a little time here, Luke, to clean that up.
Yeah, they will. And you're right. It was completely unintentional, right? There was no ill intent behind it. Just kind of Regier's a physical player. She's going to try to fight to get through defenders like that, and sometimes you eat one.
Yeah. Oh, man. She's been playing her heart out, too. Navarre had a really good game. She's been playing a lot of minutes. And, boy, Regier's intensity there, fighting for that rebound. She was triple teamed. She tried to break free, and they're slapping at the ball. And the ball was loose there for a little bit, but it came in the hands of McNutt. It should be Bethany ball because the officials blew the play dead after everything settled down.
Clock stopped at 1:55. Just under the 2-minute warning here in Weatherford, Oklahoma. We'll see how quickly they get Navarre patched up and if she'll return to the action.
I think she's going to be done for this game. It did not look good. We're several yards away, so we can't really see exactly what happened, but she was holding her mouth and there was definitely blood.
All right, back in the action. All the stuff cleaned up, all the blood cleaned up. Harris inbounds to Madison McNutt. McNutt going left side. Got the ball tipped away, but it's going to bounce out of bounds. Last touch by a white jersey.
Wow. McNutt usually handles that pressure well. Her and Harris kind of closed the space up and allowed Weatherford to steal that ball or knock it off of Bethany.
That was Haggard forcing the steal. Here's Givens on the inbound. Backs down Madison Bibbs and one.
And one opportunity. Givens just being aggressive, showing tons of emotion there. She just attacked Bibbs. Bibbs was in a tough spot, fouled her, but the worst case, she converted the layup and now at the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Kenny Calderon back in the game here. Subs off Reese Harris. On the other end, looks like we have a couple of subs as well. I see number 21, Blackwell, back in the game for Weatherford. She subs off Mills. Here's the and one for Givens. Her shot's up, and it's good. 38-36. It's only a 2-point game. Full court pressure coming out here. Bounce pass thrown away. Calderon able to pick it up and gets it back to McNutt. They've got to be careful here. McNutt got it punched out again, but she's going to try and keep it alive. Thrown wildly. Saylor has been desperately calling a timeout.
Hey, I saw him call it when we had possession, but the official was far away, and then the ball got loose, and he couldn't blow his whistle then.
It's a turnover on Bethany. Weatherford has it back on their end of the floor. Given set to inbound.
McNutt's hurt. There was a tie-up on shoulders, as we saw earlier. She spun. They caught arms, and then she violently kind of twisted and threw McNutt to the ground.
Yeah, she's shaken up. It's her left arm, I believe. So she's going to come out of the game. Reese Harris will come back on. And there's Navarre running back out to the bench. A desperate, aggressive, physical into this game. Givens on the wing, drives inside the lane, matched up on Calderon and Bibbs. Gets the pass off. Calderon gets the steal, assisted by Regier. They got to get it past half court. There's the timeout from Coach Saylor.
I don't know how many he's got left, but that was very fortunate for Bethany to get possession. I think Regier was going to break free, but he does call the timeout, so Bethany ball.
And just to be safe, you don't want to have another unlucky turnover and let them tie this game up.
I've not seen them struggle advancing the ball quite like they have in this last minute.
It probably hasn't been since one of those early games against a Kingfisher type team that we've seen them struggle with that full court defense. But again, you got to credit Weatherford. That's just the intensity and the desperation they've been playing with here.
That's the word, Luke, desperation. Weatherford, you can tell, is playing with reckless abandon, not in a bad way, in a good way on the defensive end here, but maybe you could run something to take advantage where they overplay it and you go long.
We'll be back after this quick commercial break to see how this game ends for the final minute 40.
Come see us down at Smoothie King. We have two amazing locations to serve you. 5914 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City and 5921 Southwest 3rd Street, located right in the heart of Oklahoma City. Folks, we have the awesome Dude Perfect smoothie. We have wonderful enhancements to get you ready for your workout. Rule the day. Smoothie King is your one-stop shop for delicious smoothie action. Come see us at Smoothie King.
Inbounds here for Bethany. They got to bring it up against this full court defense. Regier being given the ball. She has two defenders on her. Gets the bounce pass off to Lynn on the right side of the floor. Minute 13 left to go. Calderon has a little bit of room, but she's going to go back out high to Lynn. Lynn now over to Bibbs. Has a player in the corner. That's Harris. Instead goes out to Regier. Regier from straight away. Has a little bit of pressure. Picked up the dribble. Needs somewhere to go. Able to get it back to Lynn. Lynn basically two defenders on her. Bounce pass right back to Regier. Regier going right side all the way to the wing. Picked it up, getting contact off of Givens. Flings one cross court. Bibbs over to Calderon. 50 seconds left to play.
All right, so Saylor's call in that huddle was we're going to kill time. And then there's a foul, but that's the only third team foul from Weatherford. They got to foul two more times to get Bethany in the bonus. Navarre back in the game, by the way. Good call from you. She does have a big old bandage on her nose, so it must have been the nose area. Also, McNutt back in.
Strickland has fouled out. Number 10, or excuse me, Strickler has fouled out. Number 10 for Weatherford is done. The inbounds goes straight to Lynn. She goes right back to McNutt. McNutt threw a wild pass to Regier. Contact. Players hit the deck. Let's see who this foul is on.
It's definitely on Weatherford. McNutt, boy, she got lucky on that one. That was going to be Givens off to the races, but good hustle from her after that mistake to get the ball. She's hit. Now one more foul, and Bethany's going to be shooting free throws.
The foul was assessed to Navarre. Bounce pass down to Lynn. She's got to pick it up, and there's the foul.
Lynn been really good from the line, so we'll see if she can knock these down. It'll be 2 free throws.
That foul is the 4th personal on number 32, Peyton Mills. So Lynn will head to the line. Bethany in the bonus for the remaining 41.5. Harris to her left. The gymnasium loud. The first free throw is up and good.
So there is a student section on that end too. Is that, I have not even seen them. Did they come down here just for this? Is that new? I think maybe in this quarter they came down there. I don't know, but they're on both ends.
Lynn has a second. All white jerseys have vacated the lane. It's up and too strong.
1 possession game.
39-36, final 37 seconds. Givens takes it herself. Runs straight into Bibbs and Lynn.
Ooh.
Timeout taken by Weatherford.
The
John,
crowd groaned like me.
You think that was a mistake?
I do. Mills can shoot. She hit, let's see, did Mills hit? No, Mills has not scored. So maybe she just didn't want her taking that shot, but Mills was about to fire up an open three-pointer.
A wide open three-pointer from the left wing. But they take the timeout instead. We'll see if it pays off when we return from break. Thanks again to Hoop OKC. 405-448-0099 is the number you should call. And Aloha Shaved Ice back in Bethany as well.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We provide a top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday. And we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys.
Well, we had to cut that one short because we're coming back from that timeout really quickly here. John, do they go for 2 or do they go for 3?
With 33 seconds, I think you can go for 2. Bethany has not shot it well, but they go for 3.
They lined it up for Mills.
What an interesting play. It was Mills who had an open 3 in rhythm. They drew up a play for her to get it after the timeout, and she missed. Regier's foul will shoot free throws. Luke, what an interesting turn of events.
That's crazy. I can't believe it. Now, nothing against her, but I can't believe Mills was the one to take her the shot.
I love she shot it with confidence.
I can only imagine that Coach Haywood had basically said, hey, we trust you. We didn't call that timeout to let you not take the shot.
Clutch free throw, gets it to 2 possession game. That's very important.
It is Regier at the line. Currently 40-36. She's got 23 on her night, trying to make it 24. Got them both.
I think you go for 3 now.
Pretty
Given
much.
she's going to pull it.
Oh, yeah, steps into one from pretty much right away.
I mean, I knew that was coming. Bibbs just gave her too much space. She would let her come up and step right into that 3. Now, they won't let it happen again, but that was just an error.
Everyone in the gymnasium, maybe everyone in the city knew that one was coming. And Givens knocks it down in rhythm. 50-second break, 41-39. Bethany leads by 2.
Grandview Windows and Doors is a proud sponsor of the Bethany Bronchos and a part of the community serving all of Oklahoma City area with a mission to provide our customers exceptional window and door solutions. Locally owned and operated, Grandview Windows and Doors is your window and door specialist. Drop on by our showroom to get the latest color, styles, and special pricing just in time for the fall. Call 405-787-0230 and visit us on Facebook, Grandview Windows and Doors.
All right, Bethany ball up by 2, 41-39. We're in the bonus. John, who do they give it to?
Bethany struggled getting the ball in. You've got Regier just hit 2. I would look to her first. McNutt's going to be the inbounder, but she's been clutch this year. Harris has been good. I think I still look for Regier first.
Looks like that's where they go. Regier takes it, trying to go with the right side of the floor. She blows past one defender, has another come out to meet her, maintains the dribble, able to hit Calderon. Cross-court pass, threw it over Harris. 12.9 on the clock. Weatherford gets it back.
A 3 wins it, but Coach Saylor's telling them to foul on purpose. So he doesn't want them to get a shot at a 3. He wants them to foul. That's not a bonus. They've got a foul to give.
Bibbs back on the floor.
Calderon had a wide open. Harris just overthrew her.
See if Bibbs tries to foul Givens after she gets past half court. You got to do it about now. Givens on the right side trying to get past Bibbs. Takes it herself, picks up the dribble, tries to go with the underneath layup. Somehow made it. We're going to OT.
Well, Coach Saylor called timeout. They might put – no, I think they're not. He kind of pointed at him like he gave him. They didn't listen to him. Coach Saylor said to foul, and they never fouled, and Givens got all the way to the rack.
I'm not seeing any time put back on the clock.
No, they're getting the coach. There's point maybe 1. You can't do anything.
1.2.
1.2. Okay, you can do something with 1.2.
Wild turn of events here at the very end.
Just some brain lapses from our Broncos, and they've been in a lot of clutch games. I just hate to see it. The turnover here on the end where all they had to do was get fouled and this game's over. And then the lapse of not using your foul to give. Just a plethora of errors. Game's not over, but that would have been the game.
Well, we still got 30 seconds left, so...
Now listen, by the way, they're high school kids. It's a pressure situation. I'm not trying to be hard on them. It's just not their typical DNA of how they've handled things. This is, some of these girls have won state championships, and it happens. It happens to the best of them, but that is kind of what is kind of transpired in this fourth quarter.
No, and I think you're justified in what you're saying because if nothing else, these are the learning moments that make these players even better in the future. It's better to encounter this kind of situation early in the career rather than late. 1.2.
Let's see if Coach Saylor draws up something here to get an open look. 1.2 is time. You got plenty of time. Ball starts when someone touches it.
Let's see where Bibbs throws it. She goes straight to Regier. Regier's got to basically turn and shoot. Didn't get it off.
She did walk first, but no call. Just sending it to overtime.
All right, 41-41 as we go to OT. Was this on your bingo card for how this game was going to go?
Well, I said it was a toss-up. I said Weatherford might actually be slightly favored going into this game. It's hard to beat a team twice in their gym that's a good team, has a really good player in Givens. Who's got the most stamina going into this? Does the home crowd put Weatherford over the end, or does the battle-tested Lady Broncos pull this one out?
We will find out in about 30 seconds.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
We're back from our mid-quarter break.
Hey, do you remember when Givens was stuck on 11? She's got 22 now. I think it's 11 in the fourth quarter. I mean, she has been on fire. It almost caught Regier. I mean, Regier was smoking her in points, 24 for Cameron, but Givens has had a quarter.
That she very much has. Okay, so it is 4 minutes for OT. 4 minutes to play, and they'll jump for possession at mid-floor.
Now, no Strickler for Weatherford. She is fouled out. Don't really think foul trouble is going to be much of an issue going forward for either.
All right, it's Givens and Regier to jump.
Regier wanted to start the game. Can she win it to start overtime?
She will. Bethany gets ball first. Here's McNutt to bring up the floor on the right side again. A shortened OT session, 4 minutes. Now already down to 3:50. McNutt going with the left hand. Got a soft screen from Bibbs. Has to back it off. Goes to Reese Harris on the left wing. Harris looking down low. There's wide open alley. Lynn cross court. She gets it there. Lynn wants the entry to Regier. Not going to find it. Bibbs extra. Here's McNutt now from the left corner. Goes right hand all the way to the lane. Throws it up just too short.
This is for area championship or regional championship to get to the area's winners bracket. If you win this game and the next game, you're in state. It's a big one.
Bibbs matched up on Givens. Givens fakes a spin. Gets a little bit of help defense from Harris. Now she's going back to that left. Has to back it off. 3:17 left to go. Left hand all the way to the baseline. Threw it up, and Bibbs fouled her.
After all the contact, I really didn't see that one as a foul. But again, on the left side, she struggled, but she did make her way to the line.
3:14, 41-41. And I guess team fouls carry over, so Bethany is still in the bonus. That's fourth team foul on Bethany. Givens knocks down the first.
Yeah, everyone's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
The bar back on the floor.
Givens knocks it down. She's on fire, 23 points.
1 point lead, and Givens going to take her time here, maybe rightly so. Throws up the second, got it too. 43-41, 3:10 left to play in the game.
There's 4 seniors out there for Bethany. No, excuse me, 3. This is one of them, Bibbs.
Bibbs at about the free throw line. Needs somewhere to go. Dribbles once, nearly lost it. Able to get to Harris. Harris on the left wing, trying to find that entry to Regier, but she's guarded by Givens. There's a screen from Bibbs for Harris. Now she's going to go right side. Able to get it to McNutt. 2:50 left to go. McNutt spinning, working on the bar. Gets a hard screen right there from Harris. Now she finds Lynn on the free throw line. Lynn, 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles. Stops on the dime, throws up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Regier's putback, no good. She got a second and fouled.
The rebounding from Regier there, just phenomenal.
I mean, how many hands were up contesting that? And Regier brought it down twice.
We told you about the 2 stars. Both have 24. Givens just knocked down 2 free throws. Can Regier match?
Regier's first. No good. She's 6 of 11 from the line. Here's her 12th. Shots up. No good.
Lynn nice.
She'll have a putback. Oh, no good on it. Bibbs got the rebound. Her shot doesn't go. She got a second, and it's fouled.
Oh, my goodness. We talked about blocking out, rebounding. That was all in Weatherford's favor in that first half. This second half, it's been mostly Bethany's way. 2 big-time offensive rebounds, one from Lynn and Bibbs. Bibbs at the line.
That's it for Peyton Mills. Her night is done. Number 32 has 5 personal fouls.
She goes to the bench without scoring, but just been a kind of a calm force out there.
Bibbs missed her first.
In the first win that Bethany had against Weatherford, free throws determined the victory for Bethany. They're struggling right now.
Missed them both, but Lynn got the offensive rebound. She puts it back in this time, doesn't miss.
Offensive rebound. Almost got called for an offensive foul. No calls. Puts it in.
Givens off of the screen, going
to the
right side, all the way to the rim. No good. She will head to the line.
She got right. We've been keeping her left all game. Well, I say that. I mean, a good portion. It's been harder for her to score on the left. She gets right, goes to the line.
We're tied 43-43. That was the 3rd personal on Cam Regier. Shots up. It's good.
She's been money from the line. I can't think of a free throw that she's missed up to 25 points.
McKenna Calderon in the game now for the Bethany Broncos. Gives Harris a break. 44-43, the second's up, and it's good. 45-43, 2:13 left to go. The pressure on the Bethany Broncos to make something happen. Bibbs has it left wing, has two players to her right, goes to Regier, now over to Lynn. Lynn picks up the dribble. Wants the entry to Regier, just got to pull up for three. Nearly had it. Regier got the putback and is fouled on the shot.
She's got to be in double digits with rebounds now. The free throw stripe not been very kind to her. Let's see if we can get two here to tie it back up. Need them both, Regier. Come on.
By my count, I have Cam Regier at 11 rebounds. Hits the first. Brings this game back within one. 45-44, a minute 56 left to play. Regier has a second. Lynn to her right, Bibbs to her left. The shot's up, it's good. 45-45, a minute 50 left to go. Haggard all the way to the left corner, picks up the dribble. Regier on her, able to slow her down enough, but she gets the pass off to Navarre. Navarre matched up on Calderon, going right hand to the side of the lane. Dumps it off. There's a shot taken. Mid-range jumper is good for Haggard.
Big bucket from Haggard. It's been all Givens in the fourth and overtime. Haggard helping out the Lady Eagles.
47-45, back out to a 2-point lead for the Eagles. Lynn, crossover move, trying to call a play, well pressured by Weatherford. Now she crashes the board, threw one to the corner, and it gets past Calderon.
Nice idea, not executed.
Lynn just left it a little bit too far left to McKenna Calderon in the left corner. That could be a costly turnover. Full court defense, a minute 15.
Now Weatherford can kill clock.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Haggard brings it past mid-floor. She's matched up on McNutt. Bibbs right there if she can see her, and Haggard is fouled.
I don't know. Haggard just hit that shot. If that's the one I'd want to foul. Definitely don't want to foul Givens, but either way, Haggard has a chance to extend the lead.
Reese Harris set the sub back into this game. A minute and 5 left on the clock. First is made.
And if you're Coach Saylor, you don't have to foul right away because it was a one-possession game, still is, depends on this free throw. You can play good defense for 10 to 15 seconds and then foul if needed.
The second is made as well.
All right, now it all depends on what happens here, what you're going to do.
49-45, a minute left to play in OT. McNutt over to Bibbs on the right wing. Bibbs, all players to her left. Got a risky pass, but got it to Harris. Harris finds Regier on the baseline. Regier goes up. Drew the foul.
Navarre was trying to, I think Navarre got hit in the nose again. Poor girl. But then she did reach her arm out and hit Regier on the elbow, so Regier gets to go back to the free throw line.
That's fourth personal on Navarre. Regier at the line. Hits the first.
And a little bit of a rhythm now.
49-46. It'll be Bibbs to her left and Lynn to her right.
I don't foul right away. Whether she makes or misses, I let him. I fight as hard as I can until they get across the timeline and still try to play good defense. I trap. I definitely don't foul Givens.
Regier has 10 points from the free throw line. Haggard brings all the way up the floor, got to the baseline.
There you go. See? You don't foul. You get the turnover, Bethany basketball.
Ooh, risky. I'm kind of surprised on that contact there was no foul call.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a bump. Ref swallowed the whistle.
41-7, Bethany has ball back. It may be the most important possession of the night. McNutt brings up the floor, picks up the dribble, right side with Harris. Harris looking for somewhere to go, back to 1-1 on the left. There's the entry. Regier has it, lost the dribble, going to Weatherford.
Had a little space. I don't know how she lost it, but Regier didn't keep control of the ball. Still play good defense. You foul after about 10 seconds.
Givens to inbound. Goes down low. There's Navarre cross-court pass. Now with 22 seconds left. It's
Trapper.
12 on 12. They're trying
Turnover.
to get the trap. She stepped out.
No, they called a foul.
Oh,
what a
crazy.
late whistle. That was going to potentially be a turnover.
That's rough. That's a tough one.
With 18 seconds, I believe 2 free throws made here might be hard to overcome.
Makes the first.
You see how quickly she shoots that too, Luke? As soon as she gets this, she's about to fire it up.
McKinley Haggard back at the line. She now has double digits. She sits at 10. Score is 50-47. She misses that one. On the fight for the rebound, no one comes down with it. Finally, Regier has it. 15 seconds left to go. A 3 ties it, sends it to second overtime. We're going to have a timeout taken before that. 11 seconds left to play.
They almost could have called a foul on Haggard, would have sent us to the free throw line. But we're down 3, only thinking 3 here.
I think I'd agree with you on that one, unless you're that confident you can get a foul call going up underneath the bucket.
No, and you can't score quick enough without having them throwing it in and trying to foul. You got to go for the 3 here. In fact, Coach Saylor, I'm sure he doesn't want to take it to the very last either, like at the buzzer, because you might have an offensive rebound opportunity. So you got to get some action quick here. You can't like do a little ISO ball and then wait until the buzzer. You've got to get something going quick right off of this inbounds just in case you miss so you can kick it back out for another opportunity.
Thanks to Stephanie's Ventique and the Plaster Paint Company for their support of the stream. Stephanie's is at 3821 North Asbury Avenue. Call 405-249-3604. They accept contactless payments. They're also stocked up on Bethany High School athletic gear. So if you want to show off your Bronco support, Stephanie's Ventique is the place to go.
So I think it's McNutt or Lynn. I would go with Madison McNutt on this 3-point attempt. Maybe back to Calderon, but she's the inbounder. But my guess is it's McNutt.
All right, let's find out. The inbounds go straight to Lynn and hand off to Calderon. 9 seconds left to go. McNutt has it. Well defended. McNutt goes over to Lynn. Lynn catch and shoot. Lets it fly. No good. On the rebound, Weatherford brings it down. The Lady Eagles.
Regional
this
chance.
Area. (50-47) the final. The Weatherford Lady Eagles defend the home floor in the biggest game of the year and head to Stroud on the winner's side of the bracket.
Well, they've got a tough matchup probably ahead of them, but that's where you want to be, a chance to go to state with 1 game. Our Lady Broncos are going to have some work cut out for them after a hard-fought battle tonight.
So Weatherford will get their plaque for winning the regional.
Luke, I just had the winner's bracket for area. You might have kind of the road to Bethany, but it will be more of a challenge.
We'll talk about it on our post-game show when we come back from this commercial break, so don't go anywhere. We'll let you, we'll clue you in, preview on what these two teams have coming next. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Lily Grass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lily Grass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lily Grass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
We are back for the post-game show where we will preview these two teams' roads through area and also hand out the Blake Nightingale Player Award for this regional championship. But first, John, 50-47, your closing thoughts about the game we just saw.
This one stings. Obviously, it was a regional championship. You hope to win it, hope to have that straight shot to state. But why it stings even more is that Bethany was in control. Even though it was a tight game, they were in control to win it if they just made the right couple plays there at the end, and they didn't. And so they end up losing a heartbreaker to a team they beat earlier in the season, but they're going to have a tough time sleeping tonight on that one.
You know, a couple turnovers there at the end, right? The mental lapses you mentioned, but the first time these two teams met, it was a 4-point game, 50-46. It went Bethany's way. It's just that's the nature of the beast. Whenever these two squads match up, you're bound to have an instant classic. And by the way, thanks one more time to Ship It Sooner. We're at the broadcast booth right now for this post-game show, 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace, back in Mustang, 405-256-6264. All right, well, let's look at the brackets ahead of these two teams. So, Weatherford, as the champion of the region, will go on to face the winner of Region A, which is most likely going to be the #1 overall Lincoln Christian squad, Friday at 6 p.m. That's at Stroud. For your Bethany Bronchos, as the runner-up in Region C, we will now face the consolation winner of Region B, which we are not sure who that is yet. That has a chance to be someone like Grove, who we've seen before, potentially Enola if they go that far. It's still up in the air for now. We're not quite sure. But, John, before you jump in here, you mentioned it. Weatherford now only has to win one game to get to area. Bethany has to win 3.
To get to state, yeah, that's right.
Excuse me, to get to state. So, at the end of this one, Cameron Gear had 28 points and 12 rebounds for a double-double. But no one else on the Bethany lineup had double digits. Next closest was Allie Lynn with 8.
And I think that's not really a slam in the sense of that's just how Weatherford played the game. They not let Regier get hers. I mean, she worked hard, and she played really well. And mostly, I would say, within the offense, it wasn't like forced. They just really closed out well, focused on our other girls. There wasn't many open looks. I mean, that was just how it is. The defense from Weatherford tonight was pretty suffocating against all of our girls. They still fought really hard. Just kind of some careless and uncharacteristic turnovers. That's kind of really what defined it. But Regier, she brought her A game. She did her best. And, in fact, all the girls, they did really well. There's just a couple things here or there. In a close game, it's one of those things, that a couple plays will haunt you in those close ones.
Yeah, and, John, I feel like I don't even need to ask, but because the player of the game is going to one Cameron Gear, right?
And, honestly, and if you would have asked me probably at the beginning of the fourth, I would have said Bibbs. Her defense was really good. She hit a 3, rebounding, but then kind of a couple lapses there, and Gibbons started going off. And Regier just never let off. She fought all the way to the end, so I would definitely go with Regier now.
I would agree with you there. That's the Blake Nightingale Player of the Game award awarded to Cameron Gear for her insane performance today. More than doubled her first half production there through those final 3 quarters, 2.5 maybe, 28 points, 12 rebounds for Cameron Gear on her double-double.
Hey, we need to give a shout-out. We have listeners still listening to our post-game show. A lot of these people, they tune out as soon as the buzzer ends, but you've stayed with us, and so thank you for staying with us. We see that you're watching. In fact, some people just joined. If you just joined, you missed a heck of a ball game. Weatherford pulls out the victory in overtime.
All right, well, we're done here, John. The game behind us is Oklahoma Christian and Weatherford men, so we'll let them do their thing. For now, we're sending you back to the studio with Mike Gannon. Thanks so much to everybody who was tuned in. Thanks again to all our sponsors, Hoop OKC, Ship It Sooner, Toro Taxes, Victory Mattress Outlet, Simplified Tech, Coyote Pond. Am I missing any? Aloha Shaved Ice.
I'll give Serve another shout-out. Serve Coffee in downtown Bethany.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in this one. It was a loss, but it was a fun one. We'll catch you next week for baseball and more play.